Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is muphidaht and I'd like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. So today I'm getting ready for like a little get together, and I don't really know how the theme of the party is going to be like, but I know that you're supposed to wear a touch of white, and I just want to look good because my skin is currently not doing well. I'm breaking out because I'm PMSing, and yeah, I like to get ready in huge shirts. This is my big basic yellow shirt. I just like that. I prefer that to robes, and I am laying my edges under my scarf. So this is going to be a voiceover. I'm not going to talk through because I literally have about 45 minutes to get ready. I'll show you guys my outfit and my fragrance, and of course you're going to be doing the makeup together. So if you want to see how this video goes down, carry on watching and let's just get right into it. Hey guys, I'm eating mangoes. I was really hungry and I was in a hurry to get ready. I'm going to prime my skin with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm just rubbing that into my skin. I like using this primer for days where I want my makeup to last a little longer and not look like too matte. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm also going over my eyebrows with some Mercier translucent powder. I'm also gonna put that all over my face, especially focusing on the middle part of my face, which is my T-zone, because like I said, I wasn't sure for how long I was gonna be out and I just wanted my face to like look good. Back with the mangoes again. I love mangoes. Comment down below if you love mangoes. Mangoes are literally the best fruits ever. So I'm doing my eyebrows with the Evita Joseph Espet brow liner in the shade Rich Expresso. If you don't know, I got my brows microbladed, so I love to do my brows before my base these days because it's just easier. I just literally follow the shape and make it a little thicker. Yeah, and I'm just going in to make the ends longer as well. I was talking to my sister on FaceTime, so don't mind that my mouth keeps going yap like I was talking to her the whole time while I was filming. That's why I ended up doing a voiceover, because I was gonna run late and I just wanted to talk to my sister. I'm sorry if the mangoes are like bothering you, or me doing my makeup and eating is bothering you, but I had to. I couldn't stop. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I'm in the shade Chestnut. I'm gonna go and sculpt my brows out with it. I like to use my foundation to sculpt out my brows before I go in with a concealer to do the sculpting again. As for the top part of my brows, I leave the foundation there. I don't go over with concealer again. And I messed up the shape of my my left brow. It just came out really bad. Can you believe this? I was in a hurry and my brows were like messing up. Anyways, I'm going to apply the foundation all over my face right now, and I'm gonna blend it out with my Morphe foundation brush. I'm gonna go ahead and contour with my Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Benin. I am contouring first, or applying my contour first, because my foundation dries down matte, and anything you put on it is gonna dry matte, so I needed to be a little careful. I'm highlighting with my Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Warm Sand, and I'm gonna go over with my Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer in the shade Toasted Almond. I'm gonna put that on top of the Warm Sun just underneath my eyes because I wanted a bright under eye. And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, blend it out with my contour brush from Real Techniques. I'm blending out my concealer because it would dry down matte because of my foundation, like I said. My foundation stick is a little bit on like the creamier side. It's like really creamy, on the verge of being oily. I don't know, but I prefer to use stick foundations as my contour because they don't dry down at all. Even if you put them on top of a matte product, they are a little bit on the oily side. If you have oily skin, a tip is to not use a stick foundation if you want your makeup to last long. Don't use it as a foundation. You can use it as a contour. Don't use it as a concealer either. Just use it as a contour. Just stick to contouring with a stick foundation if you have oily skin. At least that's what works for me. So I'm going over my face with my damp beauty blender, and now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my nose highlights. I'm using a small brush. I'm sticking to using smaller brushes for smaller spaces so that they just, you know, blend out really seamlessly and not, you know, move all over the place. Now I'm going over my contour. Like I said, it didn't dry down even though my foundation was matte. I'm blending it out with my Morphe contour brush. I'm just going over literally my cheekbones, my chin, and my forehead, making sure that everything is blended to the gods. Now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. I'm just dragging the contour product down the bridge of my nose and I am going to blend it out. I like to blend my contour from the inner part of my eyebrows down the sides of the bridge of my nose. It just looks really nice in my opinion. I don't like doing fancy nose contouring, and I'm just going over with a damp beauty blender to take off any excess products and do some more blending. If you want a seamless base, have a brush and a beauty blender right beside you. So now I'm going down the bottom part of my brows with my lighter concealer, the Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer that I used to highlight earlier. It's what I'm using to sculpt the bottom part of my brows. I don't go over the top part of my brows again, and I literally drag the concealer from the bottom part of my brows onto my eyelids so that I would prime them for eyeshadow if I'm going to be applying eyeshadow. In this case, I was going to be applying eyeshadow. So I just blend it out with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going over with a beauty blender, of course, to take off any excess products and blend everything seamlessly because my eyelids tend to crease, so I love to blend it thoroughly so that no products like lies in the crease of my under eye and my eyelids. This is like one thing that I've had to do. Now I'm going ahead to set my under eyes. I'm also gonna set on top of my eyelids as well as my eyebrows and my entire face with a light layer of setting powder. You don't have to go in with too much powder, just go in with just a little powder to set the cream products on your face. In my case, I like to set my entire face with translucent powder as well, just because it just makes everything really seamless and airbrushed. You don't have to do this, but this is what works for me. I like to set it down before I go in with all the other powder products. So this is literally the last step of liquid or cream products on my face. I like to seal everything in with my translucent powder, because if I do not, applying a bronzer or a powder blush on top of the cream that I have is going to appear really, really patchy, because I don't know, it just doesn't work out for me. You should try it out and let me know how it goes. Remember to keep the powder to a minimum when you're trying to set it. Now I'm just trying to fix my eyebrow that I messed up earlier. I don't know who brought this rule that if you do your eyebrows, you can't go back in and correct them if you make a mistake, but I like to do that. And now I'm going in with my Sacha Buttercup Loose Setting Powder to bake. I love this powder because it has a yellow undertone and it's easier to dust off after baking. So I bake my under eyes, I do the reverse contour, and I like to set my smile lines. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. I'm using a flat shader brush. I'm just pushing that onto my eyelid to make it look concentrated rather than blown out. And it's gonna appear really, really pretty. It's just a simple eye look. I know that I haven't been putting in a lot of effort when it comes to eye looks for you guys, but I promise you I have a really bomb makeup tutorial coming up after this one. So I went in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Coco. I put that all over my crease, and that's pretty much my eye look. Now I want to create a really tiny small wing. This is how I do it. I'm not a wing expert, so I literally just wing it and it just turns out okay. Sometimes it doesn't and I have to clean it up with concealer, but today it just worked out really, really nicely. I was actually hoping that it would work out really nicely because I didn't want to run late. I was super late already, plus I had 45 minutes to get ready. So yeah, I would also apply my eyelashes right after this. I don't know why my camera cut off, but I like to put my lash glue on top of my eyeliner, and I just put my eyelashes on it. It's really easy for me to do that, especially when I'm in a hurry. Now I'm gonna tightline my eyes with the Shaded Beauty Kohl Gel Eyeliner. This is the Savage Eyeliner. It's a really nice eyeliner. It's very intense. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line with my bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami, just to make it look nice and go with the top of my eyelids. I mean the color that I put on there. Now I'm going over the nose contour that I created earlier with the shade Coconutty, just to bring out my nose contour some more. And yeah, I'm also gonna go in with a tiny brush to set my nose highlight. I told you guys that being precise is one of the things that I've started doing, and it just helps my makeup come on really nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face. I'm using the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Coconutty to bronze. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Mocha Mami is really red for me, so I prefer to use it as a blush or an eyeshadow rather than using it as a bronzer. If you are my skin tone, try using Coconutty instead of Mocha Mami. Now I'm going in with my Juvia Place blush in the shade Belle. I know that I haven't dusted the excess powder on my face yet. I like to do this because it just makes everything look sculpted after everything. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this wasn't brought on camera, but I used the Mocha Mami as a blush too. I mixed it up with my Juvia's Place blush. Now I'm going over the rest of my face with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I'm using that to dust off the excess powder. What's under my eyes is still gonna sit there, and I'm not putting any Sephora Micro Smooth powder or pressed powder under my eyes. I'm literally just leaving the setting powder there, and now I'm gonna dust it off with my smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. I just love doing this step. It just makes everything looks really airbrushed. Comment down below if you want to see my updated foundation routine. I feel like so many things have changed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my entire face with my Airbrush Flawless Finish from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna apply mascara. Guys, another tip: do not apply mascara before setting your face, otherwise it's gonna mess up your entire face. So apply mascara after you set your face. Now I'm just putting the shade Soleil into my inner corners. Is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette with Jackie Aina. I just put that into my inner corners, and for the rest of my face I'm highlighting with my Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in the shade Cognac Candy. I'm putting that on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow. And like I said, I use smaller brushes these days for smaller places. Now I'm going ahead to line my lips. Now I was contemplating if I should use a bold lip or a lip gloss or a nude lip, and my sister just kept telling me to do a red bold lip. I didn't want to at first because I felt like I would look too much, but she was like, do it, you look good in red. So I was like, okay, I would do it. So that's what I ended up doing. I'm just using some Got To Be gel to make my eyebrows a little feathery, and now I'm going over to design my zits on my face to make them look a little bit exotic. That's what I like doing these days. Now that's the Diamond Bomb that I was using earlier. I'm just putting that onto my the high points of my cheekbones, and I'm using my Colored Rain Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cherry Blossom as my lip color. Now this was awesome. I really do love this. So the fragrance I used was from Lancome, the La Vie et Belle. It smells amazing, and this is the final look, guys. I felt so pretty, and I'm so glad I chose the red lip. Now this is my outfit. I wore a long sleeve white top and some white shoes from Zara, and I used a kente scarf. I'm using my pre-owned Christian Dior bag, and I wore dark blue jeans. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.